Hey guys, I am Hunter with Nelson Insurance. I'm going to go over pilot car insurance. I'm going to run through pretty much who are the insurance agencies that'll do this. Yes, you can go directly to the insurance carriers, so I'll talk about the insurance carriers who will do this. I'm going to talk about the coverages you guys need and what prices all kind of look like, stuff like that. So with pilot car insurance, there's really not a whole lot of options. You look at car insurance, there are hundreds and hundreds of insurance companies who will do pilot car or do auto insurance, who do home insurance. Even on trucking insurance, there's like 40 different insurance companies who do trucking, if not more. Pilot cars is kind of like tow trucks and amusement parks and like whatever else, where it's really, really pretty difficult to find pilot car insurance. So when it comes to insurance agencies, if you want to go through an insurance agency, I'll kind of get into what I recommend going to an insurance agency or directly to the insurance company. Obviously, I'm an insurance agency, so I'm gonna try to offer as least bias as I can here. Obviously, it's coming from a pretty biased standpoint, so you guys get what I'm saying. But really, when it comes down to pilot car insurance agencies, there is Nelson Insurance Agency. We purchased Strong Insurance Agency, who was very popular in the pilot car industry. You have VR Williams, and the other one is like Charles something. I forget the name right now, but it starts with a C. A lot of you guys that are in pilot cars know who I'm talking about. Um, yeah, I mean, really, those are the three big ones for the insurance agency side. On the insurance company side, I have seen Kemper Insurance, not very popular. They're only in probably about 8 states or so. Sometimes National General. You get your obvious ones, Progressive Geico. Berkshire Hathaway Home State Company is otherwise known as BHHC. Actually, be very good on them. National Indemnity, which is a sister company to BHHC. If you have BHC or National Indemnity, I'd recommend BHC. There's no extra middleman. I know a lot of you guys don't like the middleman. So when you go to Indemnity, you have the consumer, you guys, insurance agent, broker, then the insurance company. So there's a broker mixed in there too. They don't work with insurance agencies directly. So Berkshire would be probably better. It's quicker service, quicker claims. I mean, not really, but you're getting rid of a middleman, so usually things are quicker for you guys. Like that, things are quicker for us. But yeah, I mean, there's really not a whole lot of options there. I mean, I know it sounds kind of crazy, but those options, National General and Kemper, kind of like miscellaneous. Berkshire, you really can't call directly. Actually, they've been our most popular probably in the last couple months. So they've been really good. Obviously, like the Geico are huge. Like they are really good. In the stance of they're just the popular progressive, the largest commercial auto carrier out there or insurance company out there. Big for a reason, like it, and there's not really one to be best. It's just be situation by situation. Progressive's incredibly heavy on your credit. Just because you have good credit doesn't mean they'll be the best either. But if you're really good credit, maybe Progressive is the best. I see some guys paying like $2,000 a year. Well, it's like, holy crap, how are they so much cheaper than me paying 7,000 a year? A lot of it could be credit, could be type of vehicle. Obviously, like your accidents and your violations, so it goes in your record. Your garaging location makes a huge difference on your insurance cost. And Berkshire is just really good. Like I think for them, it's really just depending on the garaging location. Like Texas, California, are three. They're huge states. They're incredibly competitive there. I mean, they're not competitive anywhere else, but there are some states they also are not very good at. So then Geico and Progressive can be coming in more. Or maybe Kemper, National Interstate, or I'm sorry, National General. So yeah, you definitely could go call them directly. I really wouldn't recommend it. There are going to be situations where, yeah, maybe it is just better to call directly. If you do not want general liability and professional liability, I'll get into those here in a minute. And you don't mind calling away the 100 number, 1-800 number, and talking to somebody different every single time. You do a lot of stuff on the app. That you're just trying to get something really quick. Hey, I need insurance right now in 10 minutes. I don't want to shop around. I just want it real quick. Sure, go ahead, call direct. Might be better for you. Progressive's able to offer you a quote right there on the phone. Geico's will offer you a quote right there on the phone. There is no pricing difference between an agent and calling the insurance carrier directly. If I keep saying carrier, it's what us agents refer to them as. I just want to specify that there is no difference. It is really just a personal preference. If you want to call an agency, talk to the same guy directly, get some advice, get shopped around, get access to Berkshire and National Indemnity and all those guys and Kemper and all that, great. Go call an agent, they'll do shopping for you. But you are going to be waiting that day or maybe the next day to get your quote back. Versus if you call the insurance carrier directly or insurance company directly, yes, you can get a quote right there on the phone. So yeah, there's that. With the coverages you've got, obviously you got auto, right? You guys are driving, you need auto insurance, you need commercial auto insurance. Professional liability is a huge recommendation. You guys are leading these oversized trucks. You guys are heavily involved in operation. You guys are giving advice, all that sort of stuff. There, you guys are a pilot car for a reason to help with this operation. If something goes poorly, you lead a trucker under a bridge. Bridge is not quite tall enough. You thought it was, it's not. They smoke the bridge. They don't clear traffic. You guys don't alert traffic well enough. Whatever the case is, it all goes to court. It's all in the court's hand. You don't know exactly how it's going to be played out, right? It's not my liability. If you are partially at fault, if somebody sees it this way, whatever the case is, you're going to go defend yourself in court. Professional liability is very cheap in comparison to commercial auto. You're looking at maybe $1,500 for one truck for general liability and professional liability, otherwise known as errors and omission (E&O). Recommendation: every single insurance carrier or every single insurance agent you go talk to is going to recommend this. Nelson Insurance is the largest with our insurance carrier that we write with for professional liability in the nation. We have a lot of our guys who have this. We're the largest in the nation. So we have a little room with a company that we use. We prefer pricing. Our underwriter gets us quotes back same day or within 24 hours. And it's really good relationship. So because we have the relationship, we're really sitting pretty good there. You guys will have maybe coverage for equipment or for just tools and stuff that you guys are bringing along. That'd be called inland marine coverage. That could be packaged with your general liability and stuff sometimes. Otherwise, it would be a standalone policy. If it is permanently attached to the vehicle itself, the escort vehicle, then usually that'll just be added on to the commercial auto policy. You just tell your agent, hey, I've got $5,000 and all my stuff that's permanently attached to the vehicle. I want to make sure it's covered because on a commercial auto, it is not covered unless it is scheduled as permanently attached equipment. They are going to pay you off that VIN. So if you do modifications to it or add stuff to it or whatever the case is, its baseline VIN is what's covered. So just so you guys are aware of that. A lot of these liability policies you guys are finding online, I see it in the group chats quite a bit. I'd be careful on them. They might be, a lot of them are premise only. What that means is a lot of you guys run your business out of your house or anything like that. You guys don't usually have an office for a one unit pilot car operation. Now, if you guys got 10, 20, 30 vehicles, yeah, you guys might have an office, whatever, right? But it's the premises liability. So if you run the business out of your home, you got a couple vehicles, somebody comes to your home, slips and falls, great, you're covered. What's your home liabilities for? Um, Premise liability ain't going to do anything in your business. You guys are driving 100% of the time for the business pretty much, right? Uh, premise liability does absolutely nothing there. So you want to make sure that your general liability is not covered just premise liability because then you are really, yeah, it might be $200 more to get an actual policy a year, but okay, you're wasting $500 a year on a piece of paper right now for nothing. So what's $200 to make that extra $500 actually do something too, right? You could also just package it with your professional liability, your errors and omission, whatever the heck you want to call it there. And it's really cheap. Like we have our general liabilities package on the professional for like $400 a year. So yeah, decent deal there. But that is kind of an overview of pilot car insurance. There's really not a whole lot to it. There's all the insurance companies, the coverages recommend, the insurance agencies. There's really not a whole lot of them that do know this stuff. So if you guys are not with one of the three agencies, again, I'm not saying just, oh, come to Nelson Insurance, we're the best. It's not an advertising video, it's an education video, right? So if you guys are Vera Williams and you want to take a second look at your insurance, yeah, we'd be happy to, 100%. But if you're with them and you're like, I'm sitting good, I shopped around, I get a good price, great. VR Williams knows what they're doing. So does the other agency, so we're happy to help. They're happy to help, I'm sure. I don't know. I've literally no affiliation with them. But yeah, I mean, there's just kind of the overview on insurance. So if you guys are with your same insurance company that has your home and auto, I would make sure they know what they're doing because pilot cars are kind of their own industry. You got to know the industry. You got to know what you're talking about. All we do is transportation insurance. So we know the trucking industry. We know the pilot car industry. We got that stuff My father was in trucking, so it was kind of that deal. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Check our website out. Call us if you got any questions. Really, I'm happy to help. As you guys can see, it's not educational or it's not an advertising video. It's really more education. Appreciate you guys watching, and please like and subscribe if you would. Thanks.